Welcome, my future dungeon divers. So you decided that you wanted to actually try Dungeons and Dragons, but you don't know where to start. You don't know how. You don't know the rules. You don't know what you need, and you don't know how much it's going to cost you. Relax, I got you covered. I'm going to walk you through this and show you how simple it really is, and I'm also going to show you how to do it for free. I got your attention? Good. I'm Jimmy Lee, and this is Ability Check. Roll it. If you want tips, guides, and reviews of Dungeons and Dragons, hit that subscribe, like, and that bell so you don't miss anything. I really like this game. I have been either a DM, Dungeon Master, or a Dungeon Diver player for about 35 years. I started out at Advanced D&D and all the way to 5e. And I love this game. I love the way it's actually evolved over the years. And I think it's a great hobby, and I think you would like it too if you give it a try. Some of the things that we're going to talk about is some of the things you need. And the first thing you need is paper. Just a couple of sheets of paper, a notepad, maybe a notebook. That's all up to you. Whatever you have around the house, just use it for right now. The reason being is because you need the paper at first to generate your character. You write everything down there on you need, and then you can transpose it over onto your character sheet. Makes it easier, doesn't make the character sheet sloppy, and it's easier to read later on. Also, you're going to need the paper is because when you actually start playing, you're going to keep notes on the game. What your character does, what he meets, who he meets, what he fights, all these things like this. And also, it does, you keep track of all the people that you know that are other players and their character names and what they are. This becomes your actual character's memory during the game. And believe me, as old as I am, I really need to do it. 3 games, 4 games, DMing, I lose track. So I have to go back and 3 or 4 sessions, and I have to look back and see what my character's actually done. Usually what I use is I just use a regular notebook. I have one for each character I use, plus I have my files for DMing, but this right here is, I get it from a dollar store. So if you want to do that, that's fine too. But remember, you don't really need to. You just have a couple of sheets of paper and just hang on to it from session to session. Later on, yeah, you might want to get a notepad, but that's fine. Another thing you want to do is your neater. Any pencil you have around the house, it doesn't have to be mechanical. It can be just the wooden pencils. I buy a pad of paper, not pad of paper, but I buy a package of pencils because I have kids and my pencils disappear. And plus, again, dollar store, really easy. The next one, here it comes, your cell phone, your smartphone. I'm going to tell you why in just a second. D&D, like every game, has rules, and all the rules usually are coming from the Player's Handbook. Player's Handbook has everything you need to generate your character, everything there for you to run in a campaign. It's also there because DMs can use it too. Of course, we do use it. Let me show you what mine is. All right, this is my old one. I really do need a new one, but that's okay. I'm going to show you how important this is. You see how I have tabs all along here that I know what they mean, and I can bring it up. But let me show you something else. I use this book so much that it's falling apart. And yes, I am getting a new one. Now, Wizards of the Coast have done something that's really amazing. They actually have... Next, you're going to need a character sheet. The character sheet, again, on the basic rules, at the end of the 111 pages, there's 3 sheets that are character sheets. You just can print off of that. Also, on the same website for Wizards of the Coast, they actually have a PDF file that has character sheets on it, and you can download that to your computer and you can print it out from there. Now, here's another little tip, and I'll show you this because I really like it. There's a website called Geek Native. I have the link below. On that website, there is a character sheet for people that have dyslexia. My daughter is dyslexic, and she uses the sheet. It's great. This character sheet was created by 2 DMs in Britain. I'm going to tell you, it's pretty amazing. My daughter really loves this, and she's running a character with it, and she's doing really well with it. Give it a check out, and you'll probably like it too. Now, D&D uses something totally different from other games. We have 6 types of dice that we use, polyhedral dice. There's a 20-sided dice, there is a 12-sided dice, a 10-sided dice, a 8-sided dice, 6-sided dice, the standard dice, and a 4-sided dice. We use these for all of these things. In other videos, I'll actually explain this to you. But here's something. You really don't need to buy dice right away. If the DM that you're going to play with is like me, I have tons of dice. I mean, I have dice. I've been playing for so long, it's just dice. Matter of fact, I have dice that are 34 years old. As a matter of fact, my favorite dice is a 20-sided dice that I've had for that long. If a new player comes in, I'm more than willing to let them use a set of dice until they actually get their own, and probably down the road. Another thing you can do on your cell phone, especially if you're Android, you go to Google Play. If you're iPhone, you go to the Apple Store. You go in there and you type in RPG dice generator, and it'll come up with a whole list of dice generators on there. And you just go through it, look through them, and see which one you're more comfortable with. Me, I'm just a simple man. I actually use RPG simple dice. To me, it's the best thing. All it does is roll dice, period. There's nothing else added to it. Like I said, I am a simple man. But anyway, all I have to do is, if I look, it depends on the dice I need. I sit there and I go down to the bottom and I sit there how many dice it's going to be, what my modifier is, and I'll explain what modifier is in another video. And then all I have to do is touch the picture of the dice that I'm wanting to roll. And it will actually give me the sum, and also it will tell me what each dice rolls. And if you're playing a game and you're using this, do that. Just show your DM exactly what your roll is, please. That's very important because the DM needs to see this. Like I said, and again, this is free. Now we're going to talk about how to get into a game. It's kind of sort of easy. Social media, you can use that to find a game. Go into Facebook, look for something for D&D. You can go in there, tell people what you're looking for, and they can help you out there. Also, you can do, there's Meetup. Another thing is Reddit has a sub that's r/LFG. This is strictly for DMs and players looking for games. Okay, you can go in there and tell them that you're a new player, you've never played before, and you're looking for a game in your area, and you just let them know what area you're in, and hopefully a DM there will be willing to take you on. Also, you can go on to Roll20. On Roll20, you can go on there and you can make an account, which is free. Look through there, you can try to find a game in there. That works for me. I actually play on Roll20, and I'm very happy with it. Also, if you want to do more of a one-on-one, actually see some, face-to-face, you can go to the comics and/or/game store. They have tables set up on the side or in the back or somewhere there for players to come in and play, either card games or tabletop games, including D&D. You can go up to the counter, talk to a person there, tell them about yourself, what's going on, and if they can help you find a DM. Now, you got to realize, everybody that games there does not work for the store. Okay, so hopefully they can help you. If they can't, a lot of places actually has a bulletin board, and you can put your contact information up there and tell them what you're looking for, and hopefully somebody can find it and help you out there. I'm going to tell you about some other channels you might want to check out. I like their information. You might think you like it too, so give it a good check out. Let me tell you before, I don't know these guys. I've never met them before, but I like to contact and I actually trust it. So there is WebDM, there's the Dungeon Dudes, there's the DM Lair, there's Taken 20, Dawnforged Cast, How to Be a Great Game Master, Nerdarchy. I think I got them all. Oh, Matt Coleville. That's another one you can check out. Oh, and anything that has Jeremy Crawford in. I mean, just look for it. Just, Jeremy Crawford is actually the rules guru for Wizards of the Coast on Dungeons and Dragons. But I think he probably wrote most of the rules. Not too sure about that, but he's the one that you actually want to see. It's pretty cool and you'll like it. Also, there's another one called DnD Beyond. It's also a thing that that gives out good information too, and you might like it. Matter of fact, they have another website that you could probably check out too. Well, that's basically it. I gave you all, I told you, I walked you through it. It's very simple. Get you started in Dungeons and Dragons, and it was all free, right? So, hit that subscribe, like, and hit that bell so you don't miss anything, right? Oh, and leave a comment below if this has helped you out, or actually leave a comment if there's something that you actually want to know on other videos, and I'll see what I can do for you. But here it is. That's it for tonight. Y'all come back now. You hear?